What's up guys, over here. In this video we're gonna be talking about Gitcoin, more precisely new Gitcoin passport stamps and also Gitcoin Grants round 18. As usual, links are in description, but follow them at your own risk. Also, nothing in this video is financial advice. So we have 3 new stamps. First one is Grant Stack. This is basically another stamp for grants, as previously it was in here in the Gitcoin. As far as I understand what they did, everything pre-2023 is gonna be in this stamp, in the Gitcoin stamp. And then in Grants Stack stamp, we're gonna have 2023 rounds. Currently here in the notes it states that only alpha and beta rounds are included. As you may remember, the beta round ended in like May, and since then we didn't have new rounds until now. Also for the alpha program, only donations larger than 1 USD are counted, and for the beta program only matching eligible contributions are counted. To be completely honest, I don't know what exactly matching eligible contributions means. If you know, please let me know in the comments. In terms of points, these grant stacks provide a lot of points, because usually people support projects in a bulk of like 10 plus. So for every round it's possible to get like 3.21 Gitcoin passport points, which is quite a lot, and we're probably gonna have roughly the same for this round. Next stamp here is CyberConnect. Here we got handles, either premium handle with a length of 1 to 6 characters, then regular paid handle from 7 to 12 characters, then organization membership. In terms of points, everything gives 1.21. Also, I would say it's not bad for just having a handle. And the last stamp here is Trust Labs. Note here says that Trust's TrustScan product based on your activities on ETH mainnet. So you can click here and check your score. Basically, it will analyze your behavior. What's a bit odd here, it states in the note about Ethereum mainnet. However, if you go to the dashboard, I haven't found the way to like switch to other chain, and it's showing me ZK Sync error. So I'm not sure how this works, but if you're a regular user of multiple applications, you should be able to get this stamp as well, and it's gonna give you additionally 1.54 to your score. So that's new stamps. Now in terms of Gitcoin Grants round, in order to participate here, first you need to have the score in your passport of 20 plus, which is fairly easy to get. If you're still not familiar with that, you can check my original Gitcoin passport video to better understand how you can get these 20 plus points. And obviously, if you're gonna participate, you will need to donate some money, and the minimum amount here to participate is 10 USD worth of ETH on Optimism. And actually, the fact that it's now on Optimism is one of the best improvements since last rounds, because in previous rounds you could only use Ethereum mainnet, and currently we can use Optimism. 3 out of 4 categories are on Optimism and the 4th one on PGN, and we're gonna talk about PGN a bit later. First we have a separate page where you can connect your wallet, and we'll check your eligibility based on your passport score. Also worth mentioning that if you just got 20 points, for example, it may still not show that you are eligible, and you will have to wait a little bit for it to be updated. So for me it shows eligible for matching, and we can go to Gitcoin Grants 18 page and actually donate to some projects. Now, why would you donate at all? I think there are 3 main benefits here. First of all, obviously it's a public good, even if you donate in a little bit. Secondly, after this round, it's gonna be added in the stamps. You're gonna get some points and improve your Gitcoin passport score. And lastly, sometimes projects reward users who donated via Gitcoin. But obviously you don't know if that's gonna happen, and I wouldn't count on it. It's just, if that happens in the future, treat it as a bonus. So as you can see, there are 4 categories here. Web3 open source software, then Web3 community and education, climate solutions, and Ethereum infrastructure. For the first 3 categories, we are using Optimism chain. For the last one, we're using PGN chain. And we're basically gonna treat these categories separately. If you wanna do the exact minimum amount of spending here, you can just prepare like $10 plus the gas on Optimism, and I would suggest to donating in any of the first 3 categories. The majority of people are probably donating in the first, because in the first category are most of the projects that we usually interacting with. And if you compare it with climate solutions applications, for example, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that I would say also requires additional research. Because like you open it, you can of course like YOLO pick up some projects based on a couple of sentences in the beginning, maybe, I don't know. Because if you gonna dive deeper into every project, like for example, if you open a project, there is short description, there is long description, there is like mission, structure. I mean, obviously not every project has such a long description, but yeah, if you want to do like proper research, you're gonna spend a lot of time here. Also in Web3 community and education, as you can see, there are even more projects here. Now the amount of projects here is ridiculous. Also, I forgot to mention that current round of grants is gonna end on 29th of August, so we have plenty of time for now. Personally, my strategy here is quite simple. I'm gonna donate to the first category, probably like 10 to 15 projects, we'll see. Then in a week, I will come back to Ethereum infrastructure category, because this one is on PGN and I wanna interact with the PGN. But first, let's go into the first category. So if that's your first time, how it works here. First, obviously connecting the wallet. And you can see all of these projects here. Again, you can go and read the description. The majority of people actually contributing the bare minimum, like 1 USD. And that's also what I'm gonna do. Also, one tip here, it's fair, but it's also inconvenient. Every time you refresh this page, the order of the project's gonna change. So if you plan to do the research and you like going through the projects one by one, just don't leave this page. If you want to open the project, just do this. Open it in a separate tab and don't touch this. But that's just like a minor inconvenience. So after you decide that you want to donate to the project, you just basically add this to your card. Once you added all projects to your card, you can go to card. And here you can see the list of all the projects that you added. If you changed your mind, you can delete it from your card. I'll delete a couple of projects. Here, I think I've added way too much. Obviously, you don't have to add these projects, but let me briefly go through the list here. Revoke cache. I assume everybody knows this project. It's for revoking permissions from smart contracts. Then Jedi Swap. This is a DEX on Starknet. DeFi Llama also does not need any introduction really. Umbra is interesting project for private payments on blockchain. Then MetaMail and Epi, 2 projects for Web3 email. Then Lenster and LensTube, 2 projects in Lens ecosystem, like everything regarding Lens, I'm extremely bullish on. VIA is the bridge aggregator. Rouse Ticket is an event management solution. Nomis is identity protocol, currently I think only on ZK Sync era. If you're interested in that, you can check it out, and there is possible to mint your identity card as well. Loanshark, lending and borrowing protocol on Scroll, should go live on the mainnet in September. If everything goes according to plan. Then we got Holonym and Bright ID. These are identity protocols, both of them actually present in the Gitcoin passport stamps. Lastly, ChainEye. This is Omnichain analytical tool. So for me here I have 16 protocols. The minimum amount you need is 10 protocols, and you need to assign at least 1 USD to every protocol. So there is a field here where it says amount. This amount is in ETH, but if you click here, as you can see, you can also pay in DAI, but I don't know how many people actually have DAI on Optimism. I mean, if you have, I assume you can pay in DAI, but for the majority of people, I guess ETH is gonna be the way. So here we need to put some amount of ETH equal to at least 1 USD. What's a bit inconvenient here, on this field, on the top, it doesn't show you the equivalent in USD. So first we need to find the equivalent, and we're gonna put to our field. For this you can just use any of your separate fields. I'll just do it like this, 1.12. But again, you can go as low as 1. Then we just take this amount and put it in the top field and click apply to all. And this amount of ETH is gonna be applied to every project. So in total I will need to pay $17.86 plus the gas on Optimism, obviously. Let's check out. Okay, good, transaction is completed. And also what I would suggest, obviously, for all of the projects that you donated to, follow them on Twitter, join the Discord. Some projects recognize these donations and try to reward the community. But again, as I pointed out earlier, I wouldn't count on it too much, and I think it should not be your main driver. Okay, now let's break down the PGN. So first of all, what is PGN? This is an L2, it's called Public Goods Network. Now, some people are saying that this is an L2 built by Gitcoin. Personally, I haven't seen any evidence confirming that. I only saw Gitcoin's post about the fact that they support this chain. So maybe they are partners, I don't know, but I wouldn't go so far to say that it's Gitcoin's L2. But that's obviously semantics. In general, and also you can infer that from the name of this network, it is mainly built for public goods, for crowdfunding. Obviously now you can't do much there. You can just bridge your assets, and then if you want you can donate some money to the Ethereum infrastructure category. Now obviously first you will need to bridge some assets. Here we obviously have the native bridge from Ethereum mainnet. So this is going to be largely dependent on Ethereum gas. So if you want to donate in this category and you want to bridge, alternatively, you can use layer swap. I think currently layer swap fee is gonna be around like 2 USD. I'm personally gonna bridge in a week, probably next Sunday, when gas is the lowest usually. I'm gonna bridge via the native bridge from Ethereum mainnet and then do some donations in the Ethereum infrastructure category here, because I think it's also a good activity for the potential airdrop from the chain itself in case this happens. But obviously the whole thing is not gonna be cheap, so think for yourself as usual. That's gonna be it for this video. Please let me know in the comments what do you think about Gitcoin grants in general, what projects you think are interesting from what categories, what you're gonna support. What do you think about the PGN? Should we participate now or should we wait? Don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.